Good evening, great network enthusiasts. It's another beautiful day. We're going to look at another beautiful topic called DHCP Relay Agent, where HEPA address is used to enable the broadcast DHCP request from the end host or client to reach the remote DHCP server. So in this case, this router 2 is the DHCP server. I've configured it here, and as you can see, it's not in the same network with this end host. Another router is separating them, so therefore it's a different network entirely. So this 10.10.10/30 network is from the network between this first router and the server. So if any of these clients send the TP request, we will not reach this DHCP server, which is this router by default, because router doesn't allow a broadcast message to pass through it. So each interface is on its own, is on a separate broadcast domain. So for you to enable that, to solve that problem, that's when this DHCP relay agent come to play its important role. That is, this router 1 here will be forwarding the message as a unicast message rather than broadcast. So it will advertise the message to this one as a unicast message. Alright, so without wasting time, we'll look at it. First of all, you need to configure a DHCP pool on the remote DHCP server. I've already done that earlier, not to waste time. So let me show you the pool. Let me show you the pool with the show run pipe section DHCP. This one is to filter the running commands. So you can see I've excluded address 192.168.1 to 10. So this address range will not be given to any end host. Then the full name is engineering. Then this is the network that will be given to the end host. This network range 192.168.1.0. So maybe the first PC will be using .11 followed by .12 and so on, because 1 to 10 are reserved. So the default router is 192.168.1.1. that will be the IP address of this router here. Then DNS server is Google DNS server. Alright, so I'm not going to waste time. I will go to the second router here. I only configure IP address, so the command for the APIPA address that we use to configure this DHCP relay agent, I will do it along with you. So the only thing I've done on this router so far is just the IP address. So the basic one here, the first one was 10.10.10.2/30, while this side, the one facing the LAN that we share the same network with the LAN, is 192.168.1.1. So let me show the IP address. Show IP interface brief. So as you can see, this 10.10.10 is on the interface G001, that's the one facing the server. Then G000 is 192.168.1.1 that will be serving as the default gateway for the end host. So without wasting time, the command to achieve this goal is just one command. Okay, the command, how we do it now. So let me enter configuration mode with conft. It is carried out on an interface. So I'm in configuration mode now. I have to enter interface configuration mode with interface. That is, which interface are you going to apply it to? The one facing the LAN. This interface G000, that is the one I will apply the HEPA address command to. So I say interface G0/0/0. Then APIPA -address. Then which address? I told you earlier, the address of the DHCP server. That is the address facing the first router here. That is 10.10.10.10.1. So that is the HEPA address that you will configure on this G00. So let me do that right now. Okay, HEPA addresses 10.10.10.1. Alright, so that's all on this router. Do right to save, to end. Okay, so I'll go to, there's one more thing we need to do. It is just one simple configuration, that is the IP route. As you can see, these two router, they have one common network, which is 10.10.10.0. that is, this router know about this network 10.10.10.0. this router also know about it 10.10.10.0, because they have a connected route to it. They are connecting to each other, so they know about this route. But any route beyond this 10.10.10.0 is not known by this router. So there is a network here. This router R2 doesn't know about it. So if R2 want to reach this network, we have to configure a route to it. So we will use a simple static route. So the IP address on this router 110, which is 10.10.10.2, will be used as the next hop. I will still make a video referring to the static route and the dynamic route, but don't worry, just learn this basic one, which is just one route. So to do that, we enter configuration mode on this router again, which is the R1. Let me show you again to be very clear. So we will configure a route from here to here, to this network. So enter configuration mode, conf p. The command is IP route followed by the destination, which is 192.168.1.0. so you are routing to a network, not to a specific IP address. So you are routing to the network, then followed by the network address, subnet mask, then 255.255.255.0. then if you want to reach that network, who is the next hop, who is the next person you have to send the packet to? So you know about this address, so you will use this address, which is 10.10.10.2. so the next hop is 10.10.10.2. Alright, so that is all. Do right. Okay, so let me go to the PC, that's 0 DHCP. Okay, this one get it right, 192.168.1.12. okay, let me check another one. First return is 0 DHCP 192.168.1.1.13. Alright, let me check this one. First return is 0 DHCP 192.168.1.14. but normally when the DHCP relay agent is not configured, the address will not be empty. It will be using that APIPA range conf t. Or let me remove the helper address. Should I? Okay. Interface G0/0/0. No IP helper dash address 10.10.10.1, right? Do right. So I'm purposely removing this configuration, that is this helper address, to confirm the behavior of the end host if there is no helper address configured. So let's check again. I will take it to static, then go back to DHCP and see the address range that will come out. Is it the address we configure? So after some seconds, the IP will come up. 169. So this address, this IP range is called APIPA, that is automatic private IP address generate IP addressing. So it's automatically generated on an interface that tries to reach out a DHCP server but can't reach it. So once you can't reach it, it will automatically generate this IP address. So the range 169.252.00/16. So whenever you configure a DHCP and you see this address, maybe if you are not you may be thinking that the DHCP is the one that gave it this address. That's totally wrong. From the network specification in the DHCP configuration, you know this, we did not specify this network, so this network was automatically generated, and that's not the right IP address. So because I've removed the helper address which make this router R1 a relay agent, it cannot get an IP address from the DHCP anymore. So if I shake out the device, that's how they will be. So let me remove change it to static and go back to the DHCP, because the previously learned IP is still there. So after that, I will still verify. You can see 169.254, the same everywhere. So let me still verify with the IP config. So it's supposed to be on this fast Ethernet. Okay, oh, all right. I've seen it. So the IP address is generated automatically, is the one that is there, not the one we want. So if I enable that helper address again to make this R1 a relay agent, then you can see that they will be getting the right IP addresses. Let me do that now. Let me hit the up arrow to bring the previous command, then I will move the cursor back and remove the no to activate the command back. Okay, so IP helper address 10.10.10.1, which is this address on this G000 of the R2. So if I take it to DHCP again, it will be up. We will get the right IP. You can see 192.168.1.11. You see 192.168.1.1 are reserved, so it gives you the first usable address .11. This one will likely get .12. Let me take it back to static and okay, .14. Others are using different ones already, so maybe another one is using .12, .13, config static, and DHCP. Now on Ethernet 0. Okay, .12. So let me still verify from their CLI IP config. The first Ethernet 0. IPv4 address is 192.168.1.12. Let me still verify from this one. Desktop command prompt IP config. Okay, yes, fast Ethernet IPv4. Okay, as you can see. Alright, so that is all for today. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share with friends. So just do me that favor. That's the best you can do for me for now. Please, I would really be grateful if you come across this video. Subscribe to my channel, like and comment and share with friends. Thanks once again. Alright.